What were your thoughts before you walked down the aisle?
Are you guys gonna try for a baby soon?
How much was our wedding?
Hey guys, it's me.
And Emily.
As you guys may or may not know, me and Emily are married!
We are going to be doing a wedding Q&A because we went through the wedding day, we went through the wedding planning, we went through all of it. We went on a mini honeymoon and we still have like a big honeymoon coming up. So we just wanted to do a Q&A to kind of get all of your questions and answers. Maybe some of you guys are always wondering like,
are we gonna have babies?
Or like how we're doing all of it, or maybe you're wondering how people plan weddings or all that stuff like behind the scenes of everything, because nobody explains how stressful it can be. So I asked you guys to ask me questions on my Instagram and we're gonna answer a lot of them. Where did you guys get married at?
So we got married in Dade City. It's a place in Florida where it's all ranches and like farmland.
Yeah, and it's a lot of acres and stuff. It was really cute, but it wasn't like fully farm vibes because the owner wanted it to be like less farmy. Did you use a wedding planner or did you organize it yourselves alone? We organized it all ourselves, but we had like a month of planner that did like we did most of it, but she helped us with like all the planning stuff, like emailing other vendors that we booked.
Yeah, so pretty much we did all the planning. There was literally a time where she had a crazy panic attack because there was so much in her brain, and it was the last week before the wedding, so like it's stressful. It's not for the week unless you have the planner literally plan out everything from the beginning. It is stressful.
You give the planner a budget. Like we didn't think it was gonna be this hard. Like we just thought it would be cheaper if we all did it, and we did DIYs and everything, but we did DIYs at the end, which is like what everybody does, but I didn't know how stressful it was gonna be. What were your thoughts before you walked down the aisle?
Okay, so my thoughts before I walked down the aisle was like, oh my gosh, it's actually happening. And then when I walked down the aisle, this is my thought when I was waiting for you to walk down. Like I was watching other people, like the groomsmen and the bridesmaids, and I was so like excited but also nervous. More excited than nervous, definitely. Like I was so excited to see the dress because you kept hyping it up so much, and it was way better than what you hyped up. Like it was perfect.
I was like literally debating whether or not if I liked it actually and if I wanted to change the veil. That's how overthinking type of person I was before the wedding. But before I walked down the aisle, I was like super nervous, and I was just looking around me and I couldn't even think. Like nothing, it didn't feel real. Everything was chaotic before we had our wedding. It was like about to rain. Well, it was raining when I was getting ready, and right before we walked down the aisle, it got sun. Then I was just like that's the only thing I was thinking about. I was like, oh my gosh, we could have just done it outside. And I was already in the car going to the venue place with my dad, and me and my dad were just taking pictures in the car. I was just thinking like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna do this? Like, is this actually gonna work? Is it gonna be better than what we thought? Just the thoughts that like are just nervous.
Overthinking thoughts.
Yeah. How long of preparation is a wedding? For us, we took 4 months.
4 months. Usually weddings are like planned super far ahead, 2 years, 3 years. People can even do 5 years. That's a little crossing the line. But
I've never heard 5 years.
No, but like people literally, they drag it out a lot. I proposed to her, and right after I proposed to her, give it like a month or two, we literally got straight into the wedding.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And
we stopped doing long distance, and we were living at my parents' house. Then we got this house, and we were doing everything at the same time. I don't know how we did it. Like honestly, we did the wedding and moving into this house, and like we're all moved in now and everything is pretty much done, which we're so grateful to have done it all at the same time because I don't know how we did it.
Yeah. What was y'all's first dance song? The first dance song we did was Marry Me by Train, and it was so special. The DJ though messed up the first song.
Yeah.
He played, what was it?
He played Marry You by Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a popular song, and we chose Marry You by Train like last minute before the wedding. We were like changing it up. We were gonna do Until I Found You. I put the name of the person that did that song, but we were gonna do that song. And then last minute, we wanted something more romantic, and we were listening to that song while wedding planning and stuff, and it just started getting to me and us. So we were just like, we're gonna do that song instead, but he played the wrong song.
Did you take videos of your vows? Yes, we did. We filmed my vows and her vows. That video is gonna be insane.
Yeah, we're super excited. It's by a videographer named Daydream Films, and he does like absolutely amazing, so we're super excited to get all the videos and stuff, and we'll show you guys that. But we did do like a first touch, and we read our vows to each other before we walked down the aisle and everything, so that was like really special to us instead of doing that at the altar. We still did our vows at the altar. It was like different vows, but our like personal vows were together, intimate.
And by the way, if you don't cry at a wedding, I don't know what's wrong with you. I could not stop crying.
I could not stop crying.
I was non-stop crying.
What wedding cake did you guys decide on? want.
4-layered strawberry cake with like a strawberry jam inside it.
It was so good.
Definitely would rate it a 10. Are you guys gonna try for a baby soon? So guys, she is pregnant! Yeah!
I'm not trying for a baby yet.
Whenever God wants us to have a baby, it will happen. We can't really control it. We can't really decide when. We'll just let it go, because if we stress about it, it takes away the fun from having a baby. What does it feel like after being married?
I don't know, for me, I feel like we're just more grown and we take our situations more seriously and we're there for each other. Not like we weren't before. We were like very serious, but right now it just feels like even more serious because it's a marriage and it's something that we gave to God and we committed to each other, and we're not gonna give up on this relationship. It's not like a high school relationship where we can just get out at any time. Like, we committed to each other and we know we want each other, so it just feels more grown. I don't know, it feels like we aged.
Like, I mean, I'm 18 and it literally feels like I'm 20. Like, it feels like I'm not even 18. I feel like I've been 18 for the longest, but I act like I'm 20.
You're about to turn 19. Why is your last name not changed from Polici to Hurst on Insta yet? I don't know if I'm gonna change it on my Instagram or like my socials, just because it's probably gonna confuse a lot of people, but I'm still thinking about that. I am for sure gonna change my last name. I'm getting a lot of questions like that too, but I'm gonna change my last name for sure. It's gonna be Emily Hurst. What's it like getting married at a young age?
I have no words to explain how it feels, because it feels so different and so out of the ordinary than everyone else.
Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah, it feels new to us, because I mean, it's new to a lot of people. A lot of people judge, a lot of people think it's not okay, think that you should wait longer, that you should positively 100% know that they're the one. But I feel like when you know, you know. You can get married at 16, 17, 18, and it doesn't matter what age, it matters how much you know the person. What was your favorite part of the reception?
Okay, for the people that don't know what a reception and the ceremony is, so the reception is where like you guys celebrate after the ceremony, which is the ceremony is where you say I do and you go out to the altar and you say like your vows to each other. So the reception is like the dance after, and that's when we like all partied as a family with songs, and we had dinner and we said our speeches to our toast, like literally everything there, the garter tossed, everything. So our favorite part was honestly probably just dancing with everyone.
Yeah.
Because it was just like so wholesome, like dancing with his siblings and then my family. My dad was dancing with all the boys and it was just so much fun.
Yeah, I feel like the most amazing part of a wedding, besides like us saying I do, was your family, my family, everyone around us, friends, family, all of us were together. Like, it's a once in a lifetime thing.
We literally were crying after the wedding because we just wanted to go back to all of it, since all of our family was there together, and it just felt like so much fun and so special that it's something that you literally won't regret. Are you guys going to a full honeymoon? We are going to a full honeymoon in May, and I think I already said it in one of my YouTube videos, so comment down below for those that don't know yet where we're gonna be going. But for our mini honeymoon, we went to the Melbourne beach in Florida, and we just stayed at an Airbnb in front of the beach, and it was so perfect, so relaxing and peaceful. It was super nice, and we just came back from it today and we're filming this. We were like, we need to get back on the content for you guys.
Do you plan to have children in the future? With my family, my mom has, so I have 4 siblings, so 5 siblings in total. I just come from a big family, so I want 5 to 6 kids.
Yeah, you guys already know, like if you guys watch the videos, you know that he wants 4 to 5, 7, 8 kids. But
maybe 12.
But we definitely plan to have kids. Parents' reactions to the proposal. I think everybody cried.
Yeah, so I proposed to her. I had to FaceTime her mom and dad because we were long distance, and I had to ask for their permission. So that was kind of awkward and kind of weird because I've never done that, and I feel like not a lot of people have to do that because long distance is more rare than regular relationship. So that was really nerve-wracking, but they all were super excited and they were supportive, which is really nice.
What were your thoughts after putting the wedding ring on? Like after you put your wedding ring on, both of ours, like at the ceremony.
Oh, when I was putting mine, I was like, thank God. Bro, I felt so relieved, bro. I felt, because I would see it in the ring box, I would see this in, and I just wanted to wear it already. She got to wear her engagement ring.
Yeah, I was really excited to wear mine because it literally just matches it perfectly, and it was literally like,
she's upset.
I took pictures today when we were at the drive-thru. I was like, oh my gosh, so pretty.
Is it easy to plan a wedding at a young age? I feel like it's kind of the same. The only different aspect about it is that people judge. Like, you can kind of get the feeling that they're judging you. The caterer, or I don't know, I'm just naming anything. But when you're trying to reach out to people, they see how young you are and they don't think you're serious. They don't think you have the money for it. They don't think you're ready for it. They don't think you're responsible to handle the work that they're offering.
Did you guys record it? So we recorded the wedding. So we're gonna have that video out soon. We're gonna have like a reaction video on this channel, but the full video will be on my main channel. So we're super excited, and I'm excited to show you guys and get our reactions because I don't even know how we're gonna react. I probably will cry.
Did the day go fast?
The day did go fast.
It was just like you blink and the day was over. It was literally like so fast. And I remember on the car ride back to the Airbnb that was close by, it didn't feel real at all. Like I felt like I was dreaming.
Like when we got back to the Airbnb that we booked, I literally was just sitting there. We were just talking about the wedding. We were just like, what? Like it's crazy to think how fast it went and we're never gonna go back to this day. We were having our private last dance and I was saying like, we're literally never gonna go back to this day. And it's crazy how it's literally done. We were doing our private last dance. We were about to go through the sparkler exit to the car and I was like, we just had to take all the moment in because we're probably never gonna have this ever again. We definitely won't. Maybe when we're older, but it won't be the same because we won't have all the family there in the future.
I feel like people that do weddings don't prepare you for how fast it is.
And how
like,
special. I mean, people say that it's special, but like don't say how fast it goes and how we're never gonna go back to this day.
They never tell us like I felt like regret because I didn't want the day to end. The days after, I literally felt sad because the day ended.
Why did you have Converse? They were so cute on you. I put Converse on because my heels were literally so high and I was not about to dance like at the reception with those heels. They were so cute. I literally didn't want to take them off, but they were giving me blisters because I was wearing heels for the rehearsal day, like the day before. So I was just like, I needed shoes and I bought those shoes just in case I wanted to wear at the reception. And I was not gonna wear nothing, like no shoes and like have barefoot because one, that's gross. I don't know, disgusting. Like what if there's food on the floor, like boogers on the floor?
Ew.
Also, the shoes felt really comfortable and my dress is super long and I altered it for it to be with the heels and the heels are super high so it wouldn't match and I'd just be stepping on my dress. So I wore like the platform ones, the platform shoes that helped me dance and like not have the dress like weighing me down on the floor and like just looking awkward. Was any part of it awkward?
I mean, I feel like the only little awkward part was when he played the wrong first song.
Yeah.
Because we were gonna dance to the wrong song and then I was like, you know what? No, like this is our day. We gotta go tell him. So I had to stop dancing, walk over to the DJ, tell him that it's the wrong song, and then
and everybody was just sitting there. We literally just walked in. We did our grand entrance, the reception. We came in with our song and then we went straight to the first dance and it was just so awkward when it was like the wrong song. And also my dress had like a little sleeve part that goes down. I don't know what it's called, but it popped off right when I walked in. But it was so embarrassing. And then when the song played wrong, I was just trying to like put it inside my dress and like because I could not button that up back like by myself. That was like awkward for me.
How did you feel the night before?
The night before was honestly so much fun. How much was our wedding?
Ooh!
So our wedding, like think about it, catering expensive for everybody in there, and for some people that were asking, we had like 100 people, so we had to feed that many people. The photographer's expensive and the videographer that we got was coming from just a whole different state. There was a lot of things that were expensive, and honestly wedding stuff is expensive. So at an average, wedding costs like around 30K in America, and that's how much kind of like how ours was, like 35K. I don't know if it reached 40K. I had to do all of that counting and stuff, but it was around there, like 30 to 40K, and we didn't expect it to be this much. We thought it was gonna be like 20K. We were trying to stick to 20K, but it's something that you're not gonna regret, and the money will come back, and it's not all about money. It's really like how the day goes. It sucks that it has to be that much, but in the end, it's so worth it, and of course, it can be expensive. It's a whole wedding. I don't get why it's so expensive, but it is for some reason. Like DJ, draping, if you want to do like any decoration, like I was wanting to do string light. I wanted to do big chandelier. I want to do like flowers up on the ceiling and stuff, but
she wanted to do it all.
That would have been like a 3K just for the draping, the string lights. The string lights were 1,000 something. We got it to cheaper. There was a couple things we were on a budget and we just wanted so badly.
Was it what you expected? I feel like we were nervous that it wasn't gonna be exactly how we were expecting it. We were thinking that there was gonna be something that went wrong, but literally everything went so smoothly besides the little DJ mess up, and
we were gonna do the shoe game, and we didn't even realize that we didn't do it until like after the wedding, like the night of. I think I was like, oh my gosh, we didn't do the shoe game. We did the garter toss, we did the bride the bouquet toss, but we didn't do the shoe game, and I was so excited for that. It's totally okay. Things are gonna happen, and what matters is like who you're with. It doesn't matter like what you do or anything. What are your best tips for organizing a wedding? I'd say writing down your priorities and then reaching out to vendors. I also recommend making like a Pinterest board. That's what I did. I literally had everything everything on the Pinterest board. If you guys want to go see my Pinterest board for inspo, you can. Like, I literally did photography, videographer. I don't think I did videographer, but like dresses, ideas. Oh yeah, also if you're a girl, dress is the most important thing. You should definitely go dress shopping first, because that takes a while to get altered and all that stuff, especially if your wedding's like super close.
And I think either make up a new email or have an email for both the guy and the girl to be on, because if you have it on one of them, I don't know, this makes it easier because you guys both can see what the vendors are saying, who's reaching out to you, and all that.
It's also more organized, because if you use an email that you're already using, you're gonna have like a bunch of other spam emails, and it's gonna be hard to see vendors like emails and stuff, like caterer, like anything.
Yeah.
So just having an email where it's just like you and your fiance at the time is so much more better. We didn't do that, and I saw somebody talking about that. I was like, oh my gosh, we should have done that in the beginning, and it was just too late. Where is wedding ring from? Both of my rings are from K Jewelers, and his is also from K Jewelers. He also got my promise ring from K Jewelers when we started dating. I guess we just always stick to K Jewelers. Yeah. They're really good. They polish it, and we're probably gonna be bringing it to the place soon. So if you guys see no ring, that's where it is. I need to get like a replaceable one when I don't have mine, or like when I'm like working out or something. I've heard that they just find like some that's like cheap on Amazon that looks the same. Are you guys gonna plan to have kids first or travel?
So we're thinking to travel first. You want to fly and travel all around the world to like Italy, France. She's obsessed with Italy.
I don't know why, but I literally just got so obsessed with Italy, and I want to go there for our honeymoon, but we're going to be going to a different place that's so much better. But Italy, I want to go so badly.
Yeah, so we're going to travel first and then have 7 babies. How did you guys adjust to living with each other and sharing the same space? We kind of just fell right into it. Literally gotten so used to each other over time through long distance and through all the stuff we've been through.
It's just fun living together. Like, especially when you're married, it just feels like we're grown, and it's not about being grown. It's like literally you have your best friend just hanging out and then making breakfast or waking up together, like having our day planned the night before. It's just so much fun. Oh my gosh. So how did you incorporate God into your relationship and now marriage?
So the day before the rehearsal dinner, my grandma, she is the GOAT. She literally set up all the rehearsal stuff for us. She literally was our florist, which is crazy to think about. She got all the flowers, she made the art, she did everything for us. She did it. I don't know how she did it, but she just did it. And then she also found us a pastor because she has a lot of connections, and invited him to our rehearsal dinner. And at that location we had like a little mini pool, and it was 60 degrees in the pool, and we literally got baptized together. And we have footage right here. We got baptized. It was amazing. It didn't feel real. It felt so unreal, but also amazing at the same time.
Yeah, and the pastor was so sweet, made us feel so comfortable, and it was so amazing because we had our friends, well, his friends, get baptized too after, which is something that we were talking about. We were like, it'd be so amazing if people were like, oh my gosh, I want to get baptized, and they did, and it was just like, it was just such a special moment. Even if it was cold, like after it felt hot. It was like, it was crazy. It didn't feel real. Even, I think he said that he went in the water and it felt hot, like right when he went in the water. Even his friends felt like that. So it's like, it's just a heart-touching moment. It's so sweet. Especially we had all our family there. It was the night before our wedding too. How did you pick everything for your wedding? I went on theknot.com to find all the vendors. For my dress, I just looked up on TikTok like Florida wedding stores, and like saw stores that I liked the dress of. I used the knot for everything to find the officiant, the draper, the DJ, everything. Oh, we also got a cart, the car exit. I found that on the knot. Best private moment you had?
The private dance was kind of cool because we literally just went with the flow, and we were like dancing. Like we were actually dancing. Like I was spinning her around, I was lifting her up in the air.
It did not feel real, and like we ended the song like so smoothly. Yeah. It did like the piano at the end, and we literally just like did this. It was better than our first dance. Our first dance was kind of a mess, but our last dance, like our last private dance, was so special.
Yeah, we did.
The last dance, everybody was out. I think there was like your grandma in there.
Yeah.
There was like a couple people in there, but it was still it felt so private because it was just like close family in there, and then everybody else out there was just lighting up the sparkler. They're probably watching us from the window. How long did it take to choose a dress? I took about, I think literally a week. It took me a week to find a dress. No, I'm not even kidding, like 3 days.
Yeah, she went to, what, you went to like 3 different weddings?
No, I went to 2 different ones. The first one, I loved this dress. I was obsessed with it, but I didn't like the price of it. It was just too expensive, and I'm like wearing it for one day, and I was like, people were pressuring pressuring me, blah, blah, blah. So I went to the second place and I loved the dress and it was like exactly the same, like almost exactly the same. And so I just went with it and the people there were way nicer. I just felt so much more comfortable. So I just went with it. And then I was like, I'm not gonna go more wedding dress shopping. I'm gonna start overthinking about it all and like probably get so tired of it. So I just went with that dress and I loved it. Like felt so comfortable on my wedding. And I think you liked it too, right?
Yes, I loved it. What are some do's and don'ts for planning a wedding? Some don'ts for planning a wedding is doing it last minute, because that can definitely get to you and catch up to you. The DIY stuff, we waited till the last week to do it and that was a mess. We literally stayed up like 2 a.m. 3 days in a row trying to catch up with all the DIY stuff, like the pedal tosses, groomsmen and bridesmaid boxes, like all of it. We did it last minute.
I feel like everybody does it last minute. Like I be seeing like wedding week videos and like they all do it last minute. They make it look so easy.
But it's so stressful.
It's so stressful because like what if you're missing, like your hot glue gun dies on you, or like, I mean not dies, but like it stops working, because ours stopped working and we literally was just going with the flow with the hot glue gun that we had. It was all last minute. It was like 2 days before our wedding. We were doing the seating chart and we did like some of the names wrong. It was a mess. And like people also, something that you're gonna get is like people are not going to RSVP until last minute, so that's also very stressful. But as long as you tell them to like RSVP and everything and let them know they'll do it, it's less stressful. But of course there's always going to be somebody that's not going to RSVP, and RSVP means reserving, like if you're coming on the day or not. It's just letting the bride and the groom know if they're coming so that they can do the seating chart. And that's why we did it last minute, because we didn't know some people were coming or not. I feel like I go off with these questions. Like you'll be asking me one question, I just keep going on and on and on. So that's it. Bro, why are you So that's it for this video. Bro, stop copying me. So that's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos. We're definitely gonna be doing more videos now that we're married and we're like settling into our new life and we're in a routine now. So we can like get back to filming. I can too. Like I'm so excited to post on my channel and we're so excited to be filming and sharing our journey and where this all takes us.
Be on the lookout for new content like morning routines, like couple morning routines, night routines, day in the lives, because now we're married, so now we can sleep together, we can wake up together. We love you guys,
and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.